Violet and her unicorn Twinkle stood very still as the tiger circled them. It looked right at Violet, a growl rumbling in its throat. Violet knew it was only Pearl, Matilda's unicorn, using a glamour, an illusion. But it looked just like a real tiger, and she couldn't hold back her shriek as the tiger pounced. But then she heard Matilda's giggle, and just like that, the tiger faded, its paws turning into hooves, and its stripy tail becoming pink and yellow. Violet grinned as the tiger's last whisker disappeared, leaving Matilda and Pearl in its place.
Wow! That was great, Matilda! Pearl looked so fierce. I really thought she was going to eat us,
said Violet. Twinkle nodded, adding,
It was very good, even though I could see bits of Pearl's mane showing through the glamour at the end.
Pearl's face fell. Matilda gave her a hug.
Doing a glamour is really hard. It takes a lot of magic to keep it going. I think you were amazing, Pearl.
Me too, said Violet, shooting a look at Twinkle. She knew he didn't mean to be unkind, but sometimes he just said what he thought without realizing how it might sound. She did love him, but she found his bluntness pretty embarrassing at times. She was the complete opposite to him. She really hated hurting people's feelings. Nearby, the rest of Diamond Dorm were practicing doing magic too. Honey, Freya's unicorn, was galloping super fast around the frosty garden. Crystal, Rosa's unicorn, was making a snow twister dance across the lawn, and Whisper, Ariana's unicorn, was standing under a tree with a family of timid rabbits playing around his hooves. When the young unicorns and students first arrived at Unicorn Academy, they were put into pairs by the head teacher, Ms. Nettles. They lived at the academy, and the students attended classes where they were taught how to care for their unicorns and learned all about their home on beautiful Unicorn Island. They also had to discover their unicorn's special magic power and bond with them. While most unicorns and riders achieved this in a year, some needed to stay on for an extra year. Violet's hands played in Twinkle's thick blue and purple mane. When they finally bonded, a strand of her dark hair would turn the same colour. She bent down and hugged him.
I hope we find your magic soon,
she whispered. Violet loved being at the academy, but she didn't want to be the only one of her friends who stayed on for another year.
Don't worry, we will,
Twinkle said confidently.
I bet I'll have something much better than Whisper or Crystal's magic.
Shh! Violet hushed him as her friends came riding over.
I don't know about all of you, but I'm ready for hot chocolate,
said Rosa.
Me too, and the unicorns deserve lots of skyberries,
said Matilda. The unicorns whickered happily. Doing magic used a lot of strength and energy, and skyberries were really good for helping them recover.